3.
Very good afternoon, everyone present here. I'm Nadikta Sahu, and along with me, I have my friend and classmate, Christine Kuruvilla. We both are pursuing our Bachelor's of Commerce in Strategic Finance honors from Christ University. And this interview is part of our learning curve, where we asked to interview people from different walks of life. And we are so enlightened to have all of you on board today. So Christine, want to take over?
So to give a brief introduction about the company, we will be interviewing the co-founders of United Kairali Finance, UKF, that has currently full-fledged branches in Trivandrum, Kollam, and Pathanamthitta districts of Kerala. With over 22 branches, the company has seen tremendous growth since its establishment to just less than 2 years back, and it continues to work towards creating advanced financial solutions focused towards making banking easy and accessible to common man.
Yes, so to introduce our dignitaries today to all of you. So first we have Sir Isaac. So he served 21 years in Indian Air Force and different capabilities, 19 years of experience in State Bank of Travancore as RBI currency chest. He's well versed with gold loan portfolio as a branch manager of Goldprint. We welcome you, sir. Next we have Sir Binu Kuruvilla. He completed his post-graduation in advanced computing, computer science and application. He last held the position of ANZ Banking Group, Singapore, as an enterprise architect, head of strategy and architecture. He also held senior position in Accenture Singapore, HP Consulting Services, and NEC Singapore. We welcome you, sir.
Along with them, we also have Mr. Sunil Jacob, who completed his Bachelor of Technology, BTech Engineering from the University of Kerala, and went on to do his master's from New Jersey Institute of Technology, USA. He's a Wall Street veteran with over 25 years of experience. He has held senior posts in top financial institutions such as Citigroup, Nest, and SoftRock Technologies. Mr. Manoj Matthew is also here with us today. He has completed his diploma in software engineering and has more than 12 years of rich experience holding various positions, such as the Deputy Vice President in CSB Bank, Senior Manager at Axis Bank Limited, as well as Senior Bank Manager at ICICI Bank Limited.
So before we start the interview, considering it's an interview with a little time constraint, so some of the conversation might be a little direct and we might have to move on to the next question because of it. So we apologize for any such things beforehand. So yeah, let's begin with the interview if everyone is ready. Shall we?
Yes, please go on.
So Christine.
So the first question we have for you, sir, is that every successful organization in the world is founded on a strong vision, mission, and certain corporate culture that starts right at the top and guides the organization, dictating its present as well as its future activities. The first question we have for you is, what is UKF's vision, mission, and these founding principles?
So good afternoon. Actually, that's a pretty good question to start with. As you said, actually, every organization should have a mission to go to the next level. Interestingly, UKF, we do have very strong mission and vision. Just to give a brief on UKF, actually, this was started on 8th of March 2020. So you might interestingly notice the date. This was started during the peak of first COVID wave. So this company started during the pandemic. So our intention is actually to make our customers' life easier, more rewarding and fulfilling. Actually, UKF is aspiring to one of the best NBFC in India. So why we need to have a mission and vision? Basically to set the direction, mission set the direction and vision set the light to get out of there actually. Our vision of the company is we want to be the preferred trusted partner for our customers. So pretty straightforward actually, we just want to be the preferred trusted partner for our customers. In terms of mission actually, we want to offer sustainable personalized service in a risk-free manner. See, the key point is actually we dealt with finance products. Then you understand actually, since you are on the same, education, you are learning the same line of education, the key thing is actually when we deal with finance, there is a risk involved. So we just want to ensure actually our customers, the products we are offering, that is risk-free. So that is one of the key things actually. In terms of our core values actually, so when we joined this firm, actually when we joined around 6 months back, one of the key things we realized that actually, this firm has a very good team. So that we want to still continue. Actually, teamwork is one of the key things we portray as our core values. And obviously, since we are dealing with finance products, we should be more trustworthy to customers. There are a lot of incidents in Kerala. These kind of companies, you can't trust. So we just put our core values. One of the core values is trustworthy. And obviously, like any organization, we want to be customer centric. We should have proper integrity, and we also want to be socially responsible. Actually, that's one of the key reasons we are here. Actually, we want to be socially responsible. We cannot cheat our customers and run away. We want to be, treating our customers quite well, and they should be pleased with our service. Yeah, that's all about our vision and mission, then our direction.
Thank you, sir, for this light on your vision and mission, which is impressive. So the next question would be, as an entrepreneur, we see as an entrepreneur as a visionary who vision the company's growth in 10 years and 5 years. So where do you see your company heading 5 years down the line? What's the desired position you want to see yourself in 5 years?
I guess I'll take that. As you can see, right, we are just about 2 years old right now. And for a finance company, the first 5 years, I would say, are the most critical years of its growth. We have done a substantially good job compared to organizations of similar nature the last few years. So which means we have laid a pretty solid foundation, right? And as far as the next 5 years goes, we have a very clear plan based on the vision as just explained to you. Our plan is to grow into a very stable NBFC company. By stable, what we mean is, right now, our business, if you look at our business, it's a very concentrated in southern Kerala, right? So our plan is to grow into a pan-Indian company, right? In the next 5 years, we will we expect to be all over India, not just being all over the place, but the idea is to focus on specific products, right? I mean, right now, again, what we are doing primarily is gold loan based business, but we want to expand that into some customized products, or I would say niche products. We have certain ideas, and we want to expand that to those products as well. So we'll be growing both horizontally and vertically. Like, product-wise, we'll be growing, and region-wise also. So that's our plan for the next 5 years.
Yes, so thank you so much. I hope everything is as you plan and you get there. So, Christine?
Thank you once again, sir. But one of the questions that we have is, the segment does have quite a lot of players, and there is a lot of challenges that are present. So what would be some of the strategies that the company is planning to take up or is taking up to maintain that sense of differentiation or maintain its unique selling points?
Yes, I'll take on that. Let me go behind my partners, Mr. Binu and Mr. Soren. What they have said is actually a replica of mine. We have a unique selling point in our staff strength. We have a solid staff strength which we could believe that we could deliver the goods as we deserve. And moreover, the selection of the branches is such that we assess the area and then we go for the branch. That is actually maybe one of the goodwill for us. And secondly, the interpersonal relationship we keep in our staff as well as the career person. And as Mr. Binu said, we have a good relation with almost all our clients, and they will never let us down. And we think that they will be with us even though we transit from the KML license or Nidhi license to the NBFC, and they'll be with us. And we have made a real clientele for the last 22 months. And that may be a strength for us. And moreover, we have a dedicated team as we should, because for the last 2 years, we are the pandemic baby we are. Even though we were born in the pandemic, we could have a sizable growth, and we believe that this can continue for years, and we can go pan India with a strong base of 1,000 odd branches. Thank you.
Yes, sir. So as you mentioned that teamwork is very important for your company, and it's one of the most prized possession. So it'll be important to know, like, how is the recruitment policy for the company? Like, what are the, thing that you're looking young talents when you're hiring or, growing up your team? So what would you say about that?
Can you repeat that question? I think it's.
Hello, am I audible? Hello, Christine, can you come? Yes, sir. So as we heard from you, you mentioned that teamwork is a very important part of the company. It's the crown jewel of the company, which driving force of the company. So I would be interested in knowing what is the recruitment policy for the company when you're hiring or building the team. What are the core competencies that you're looking candidates when when you're building the team?
I would say that is the most important thing for a growing company like ours, right? The company is what its employees are. What they are bringing to the table is what's going to define the company. So we have a very, very organized recruitment process in place. This is the period where we are growing. We are defining the culture of the company. So the people who are going to be joining the force should be compatible, and they should be willing to work with us to achieve this mission. So we are working very closely with our HR department and making sure that we're getting the right talent on board. Right. Again, the challenge with a startup is that you hire people, and as you grow, these people have to grow with you, right? And you should be ready to take the next challenge. You might be hiring a branch manager, but you should have the ability to grow. In other words, as the company grows, rather than bringing in a brand new regional manager, we would like to promote this person to the branch regional manager level. So the people who we are hiring also should have a higher caliber than the particular position that we are hiring them for. So people with growth potential, that's what we are looking for.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
So we also wanted a little bit more outlook into infrastructure, because as clearly seen from this year's budget, infrastructure is a big focus, and I believe infrastructure is something that's going to guide a country as well as a company. So could you please give us a little bit insight in terms of the physical as well as technological infrastructure that the company possesses?
See, in this business, as you know, right, I mean, our growth is pretty much, like I said, as we grow, we will be opening new branches. So infrastructure for the branches, that is good concern. But that is, I would say, relatively easy thing to tackle. So, in the area where we want to get or open a new branch, we can do the inquiries and get a fresh building or whatever. But more challenging is the technological infrastructure, right? I mean, whatever software that we choose or whatever hardware that we choose should be able to scale up. I mean, the growth from 0 to the level that we are today in 2 years, and we are actually planning about 10 to 15 for growth in the next 3 years. So the infrastructure that we are processing or we are going to be further investing in should be helping us to grow, and it should be upward compatible. So those are the challenges that we are facing right now, especially when selecting new products or new software for the such as the core banking system. So we are continuously looking at the latest technology and its products.
Yeah, just to add on to that, actually, Mr. Sunil has mentioned some of the challenges in terms of setting up the infrastructure. Since we are a new firm, actually, we are looking very seriously, especially our breadwinner, our core banking system. So we are not just looking at the product which is currently supporting the current market. So when we talk to a vendor from a application or perspective, actually we look at various aspects. That includes what they can deliver maybe next 5 years time, because the technology is changing very rapidly. Especially every 6 months there is a new things coming up in the market. Actually. So we are just looking at it holistically and working out what we can get into our equation and how we can deliver that service to customers.
Yes, sir. No, when we talked about it, you talked about in terms of challenges. So what would you say was the biggest challenge when you started establishing the company, aside, keeping COVID aside? What would you say is one of the biggest challenge in establishing any company per se?
Yeah. Hi, first time I'm coming here, Manoj. And we have a lot of challenges in front of us because, this market is finance and a lot of players, which is multinational as well as locally. We feel more challenged from our local players because they look on to our growth and they are targeting what we are and how to destroy our strength. That's the basic problem we face in the local market because we are specifically into great district, especially one from Kollam and Pathanamthitta. They are local players. They look on our growth and our products, and they basically see how to make our customers to their kitty. That's our major challenge we are facing now. So basically, we develop the products accordingly, so that the customers will get more of attraction and they feel it's a family environment in the branches. And then when they come into our branches, we don't take much time. They may go out from the branch in 2 minutes in cash. So, or they want to their account, they don't have to wait even for that. 1 minute, they will process other things, and before they get out from the branch, their account gets hit with the money. So that's the way we processing with our competitors. And as my colleagues said, our strength is our staff. So they have a local touch with the people around their area, and they have a really touch with their heart, and that any type they feel that they want a gold loan, they get into our branch first. So United Kairali Fincorp is the name always in their mouth and head, so that anything required, they will come to our branch. Second challenge we face is we are only into the one part of Kerala itself. We have to establish our branches to entire Kerala. First thing. Second thing, we have to go outside Kerala. So we are planning. Our plan is to establish our organization next 3 years to especially the south, like Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka plus Andhra. This is our next focus, so that our branches are established very well in these localities too. Another thing is the margin. So we play with a very low margin in gold market. So how to efficiently work on this market and get into maximum profit is the challenge for us. So what we are planning is maximum branches, less profit, but when it comes to multiply, surely will make our profit. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Next, shall I go ahead with the question?
Oh, yeah, sure. This question is.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay, so this question is a little personal when it comes to you guys. The thing is, all of you had a very profound job, prior to starting this company. So what was the thought process when you were changing the trajectory of your professions from the corporate jobs or the roles you had to an enterprise? What was the driving force and what motivated you to change? And also, how different it is from a desk job to be an entrepreneur?
That's a very interesting question. So far, I haven't, why you change from corporate from, to self, employed or self running business. See, the thing is that actually, yes, you are right. Actually, all of us, told it corporate background. A couple of us were abroad. We used to work with pretty big multinational companies, and I would say that that is a blessing we got actually. In terms of our learnings, for example, if I take my personal example, the companies like Accenture, where we work and we learn on a day-to-day basis, especially Accenture is spread across all over the world. Actually, the kind of problems they solve and address, the customer's problem they address is amazing. Actually. So every 1 hour there is a new project going live somewhere in the world. So that is a kind of experience we get actually. But I think that was going on for a while, but end of the day, we learned a lot. Then we were thinking actually what is next. So one of the key reasons from a personal perspective, I would say how we give it back to the society. Okay? So that is one of the key reasons and running this business to make sure how we can give it back to society. So if you look at our current company, actually, we are not just here to make profit. Actually, So as we said, actually, we got a very strong team. So we currently got around 80 plus employees. We are competitively paying them in the market. So the way we are being in terms of giving back to society, we are running 80 families. Right? That is one of the things we always think and cherish. We are, especially in Kerala like market, there are a lot of challenges from government as well as from competitors. But successfully we are running that firm, and we got a very good team, and we are absolutely happy with them. We are providing good salary, and we are funding their family. So that's the way we are giving it back to society, and we are sharing our knowledge, like whatever experience we got, that we are sharing with you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for this.
So the next question that we have for you all is that all the entrepreneurs sitting here, without a doubt, have a very beautiful star-studded educational and professional background. However, one question we do have in our minds is that, do you believe that it is necessary to have this college degree or this experience to be an entrepreneur?
See, my answer to that is, you could do anything without a college degree or experience, right? And there are a handful of people who are pretty successful with that, and everyone looks at them. There are millions of people who fail in becoming a successful entrepreneur without a college degree and without experience, right? We don't normally hear about such people. So my view on this is it helps, right? It helps. It gives you an exposure. For example, let's say you're in college, you're in hostel, you learn to live with somebody other than your family, and in college you associate with different people, also associate with people from other colleges, and all, right? All these things help you to grow your interpersonal skills, and that helps you to deal with different situations at work, whether it is or pleasant, right? Those experience would definitely help you to mold your character. And it's very critical point in the success of an organization that you could run, whether it's your own or a corporate within a corporate environment. So I would say the college degree, whether you get a degree or not, at least going to college definitely helps. And the experience that you get, whether it's from college or from a corporate environment, that also helps. So I think get that exposure prior to venturing out. That's my suggestion. I'm sure
Yeah, I have something to say. The last 2 years, you people are in the colleges, but I think that you are not at all attending colleges. How do you feel your interpersonal relationships as well as you are meeting people around across the country? The same is happening when you don't have a degree. So you sit at home, you connect with only 2 to 3 people, and when you go out in the market, your experience does not make anything, and you will be a failure. As Sunil said, yes, there are 5 or 6 people who have come across, but there are millions of failed in that. So basically, a degree or a college education, elementary education is must, so that we meet people, go to those people, and they may face challenges, so that they can come across that sort of challenges and how people behave in the public. And social relations has to be a must in this things. So I believe that basic education, at least till the degree level, is a must for any job, other than the professional jobs. But professional job, naturally, the experience out. Thank you.
Yeah, I would strongly agree with that point. Actually, there are exceptional cases where youngsters are quite excited to see those people and say, you can skip colleges and you can get into something else. But that's not the reality, actually. I would say that those people are really exceptional. If you notice all of these guys, actually, there is something behind them. They are quite hardworking people, actually. They got good pay as well. The luck factor with them. So the way, what we are trying to say to the youngsters, actually, get your formal education, get your professional degrees done based on your aspirations, and make sure you are getting into something which you really like. We don't deny the fact that there are exceptions, but those numbers are very limited. Actually, okay? If you do a study, actually, I would say that 99% people have got a decent good education, and they are doing quite well as well. So that's my take on.
The line said, if you kids had any plan, I'm dropping you from college.
I was just going to say that this is a reminder for us that we have to stay in college.
No, we should not.
Stay in
Yeah,
college.
just finish the degrees and don't drop out of college.
This is a subtle reminder that we should stay in college and get good marks too.
All
Yes.
3 of us had given a very good idea or the insight to your thoughts. And I would add some more things. See, basically, our entrepreneur reaches to a certain age will have always a maturity. I would say always to my staff, there is a process that you have to go to college, you have to go to school, you have to go to college, you have to go to finish your professional degree, whatever you are taking in. Thereafter, you have to get into an entry-level job. You should not get into a shoes of a businessman immediately. There's a lot of pros and cons on it. So how it works is, at the age of 24, 25, you have to complete your studies. Am I right? Thereafter, you have to get into a job, something like a startup as a trainee. So at the age of 30, you should have the basic knowledge of what is the job about and get into a manager's shoes. At least by 32, you should be a middle level manager. And it has to go to 40, you should have a senior manager. And at the age of 44 or 45, you should decide your fate. You should come out and start yourself. While you have an experience, that's my take.
That's an interesting take. And I really like that there were age given with the post 32, 40, 45. So the next question is again a little industry wide. So even though it was pandemic, we saw a bull run in the economy. the economy was still doing pretty well. There were 44 unicorn companies just in 2021. So as an entrepreneur, what do you assess the entrepreneurial environment of India? All of you have lived abroad and seen the environment there. So compared to them, where India stands in terms of entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship capabilities, and what is the future of entrepreneurship in India?
Basically, a good question. If you see that almost the blue chip companies are basically from Bangalore, and a lot of entrepreneurships are coming up from there. Now it is shifting to other cities also. You can see in Kerala also a lot of people are getting huge money and are invested by the rich experienced guys or rich experienced companies investing in the new coming up entrepreneurships who are doing it. Whatever the project is, once you can project it in a proper way to this party who can really accept it and you can see the investments coming. And now recently Delhi around 300 companies have come up with a huge investment gone from outside the country especially. And US and other markets look on to India and the people are normally, there was a trend that people are moving out from India and getting settled in other countries. Now shifting to India itself, people are coming up and they are projecting their ideas to other countries. And the people are now bringing a lot of money to these countries are bringing here. The best example is Baidusa. You can see that a lot of money is coming to that account. How it is reached to his idea is very strong. And backed up by people, experienced people, even a shape to that idea and come up really well. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
that's true. Actually, so the key thing is actually identify a customer pain point, identify a requirement actually, and pursue your passion. That's the key thing actually. So rest of the things will automatically come out. Like Mr. Gupta said, there are plenty of opportunities, especially in India. And we understand you are pursuing finance, right? So there are plenty of opportunities, especially the banking side is going to grow. One of the key things actually, along with your finance background, should be developing appetite on technology aspects. Because technology, banking is all about technology today. Actually, you understand. If you look at some of the key players in the market, actually, how they are driving their business based on their technical abilities, and another important factor, if you notice, actually, when they hire a CEO of a bank, actually, they are looking at their technology background also. There is a key reason because there are various new channels coming, how we interact with customers. All these are key points actually. There are new technology products comes, like blockchain, Bitcoin, etc. So those who are heading those business, they need to understand bit of technology to appreciate that, and get into the customer.
Yes, sir. Christine?
Thank you so much for that. We just have one final question to you. I mean, we definitely have a lot more questions that we would love to ask you all, but considering that time constraint, what would be your advice to the up and coming entrepreneurs? Like, what would be your advice? What would you be suggesting, generally and specifically towards your field?
Follow your dreams, but check with your mentor or your organizer.
Don't be hurry. If you have an idea, just start developing it. See, try get into this finance business. But my dream was when it started in 2006 onward. So 2021, I got into the issues of entrepreneurship, especially in finance business. But it started in 2006 onward. But it is not a one-day decision. Yeah, I'm just working on it, understanding different fields and where my job going to be. So when I take a job, my dream is behind me always. So I was focused on that particular dream and then start developing my skills. It is not easy that I decide Monday and get into a job, job or entrepreneurship immediately. It's not going to work out. And I may fail it immediately. Whereas if I take a decision after 14, 20 years of hard work, then I get into, I have lots of bronze. Rather, wherever I supposed to take care, I know it very well. So I will not go into a wrong decision when it comes to decision making.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I would say that actually success or failure, two sides of the coin. Do your homework and follow your passion. And, make sure you understand the industry. You understand connect with people. That's very key to the success. That's it.
All the best, guys. All the
Thank
best.
you.
Thank you so much
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
for your precious
Yeah,
time. And it was really amazing to have a conversation with you and to understand entrepreneurship and your company from your perspective. Christine? You wanna say something?
Yeah, so just to thank you once again. I think Natika summed it up, but thank you so much for your time, for your valuable time. It was really a great session, and we truly had such a great learning experience. And yeah, thank you so much.
We will not drop out of colleges. Promise.
Yeah,
We'll complete that degree.
we will not drop out of college, and we'll start building up the.
Yeah,
way
we'll
we
start
like
building
it.
up the experiences. Thank you so much.